If people are constantly ganging up on one person, pay attention. Because sometimes the person standing alone is not the weak one. They are the threat. Not a threat because they're evil, but because they carry truth, and the truth makes people uncomfortable, especially people who benefit from lies, manipulations, or fake loyalty. History has shown this again and again. The real ones are often isolated first, mocked first, attacked first, because the crowds don't always mean truth. Sometimes crowds form to silence the person who refuses to pretend. So don't blindly follow what everyone says. Observe, think deeply, because the person standing alone might be the only one brave enough to be real. Not invited? Don't go. Not told? Don't ask. Late invites? Decline. Because let's be honest, you were never part of the plan. You became an option when it was convenient. And the moment you accept that, your life changes. You stop forcing your presence where it's not valued. You stop chasing people who only remember you when they need something. And you start choosing yourself, because respect is not begged for. It's observed. And if you have to question where you stand, you already have your answer. Never complain about the difficulties in life, because director is the God who always gives the hardest role to his best actor. You weren't given this life because it's easy. You were given it because you can handle it. The hard days, the setbacks, the moments you almost quit, they're not there to break you. They're there to build you. Because strength is not created in comfort. It's created when you're tested. Good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions. That's the irony of life. Nobody comes wise without making mistakes first. Nobody becomes strong without pain. The people you admire today failed many times, trusted the wrong people, made emotional decisions, lost opportunities. And instead of staying broken, they learned. That's what experience is. Pain with wisdom attached to it. So stop hating every bad decision you made. Some of them were the reason you finally grew. I heard this and it made me question a lot. No one is pure. No one is perfect. Every person you meet is fighting a battle, carrying a regret, or learning a lesson. Think about it. If you stop talking to people every time they make mistake, eventually you'll have nobody left. Because even the people you love will disappoint you sometimes, and you will disappoint them too. The strongest relationships aren't built on perfection. They're built on understanding, on forgiveness, on giving people room to grow. So judge less, listen more, because one day you might need the same grace you're refusing to give someone else. Pretending to be dumb is actually incredibly powerful. So much freedom comes with it. People underestimate you. They stop competing with you. They stop watching you closely. They think you don't notice anything. Meanwhile, you see everything. Sometimes the smartest person in the room is the one talking the least, because intelligence isn't always loud. Real intelligence knows not every battle needs reaction. Not every opinion deserves an explanation. Let people think what they want. While they're busy underestimating you, you're busy building in silence. The moment you react is the moment you lose control. Someone cuts you off in traffic, you get angry instantly. A message comes in with attitude, you reply right away. Someone says something rude, you snap back. And later, you wish you handled it differently. That's reaction. Now imagine this. You pause, you breathe, you don't respond immediately, and suddenly you see everything clearer. Maybe it's not that serious, maybe it's not worth your peace. That's response. Because not everything deserves your energy. Go laugh in places you cried. Go win places you lost. Go stand strong in front of those who didn't believe in you, because your story is not finished. Where it broke you, it continues. Where you decide, it rise again. The same place that once hurt you can become the place that proves your strength. So don't run from it. Return stronger, return wiser, return unshaken, and show yourself how powerful you've become. Truth is like a surgery. It hurts, but it heals. A lie is like a painkiller. It gives release, but the side effects last much longer. And that's why so many people choose the lie. It's easier, more comfortable, less painful in that moment, but comfort today often creates suffering tomorrow. The truth may break your ego. The truth may hurt your feelings. The truth may force you to change. but it also sets you free. Lies do the opposite. They make you feel better now while quietly destroying your future. So don't run from the truth just because it hurts. I always feel happy because I don't expect anything from anyone. Expectations will hurt. Life is short. Love your life. Be happy. Keep smiling. Just live your life. Before you speak, listen. Before you write, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you pray, forgive. Before you hate, love. Before you quit, try. Before you die, live. Because one day you realize peace was never in having everything. It was in appreciating what you already had. Life can change in 1 minute. One phone call, someone loses their job. One phone call, someone hears a death they weren't ready for. It happened to me one morning exactly at 8:30 in the morning. A call from the hospital. My father has passed away from heart attack. Just like that, everything changed. And then you realize nothing in life is permanent. Not people, not relationships, not even feelings. Someone you once loved can turn into an enemy. That's how fast life shifts. So understand this truth. Don't hold on to hatred. Don't chase revenge. Don't live in jealousy because time is fragile. Be grateful. Appreciate people. Appreciate the moment because the life you're living can change any second. God will isolate you before He elevates you. He will remove distraction, distance you from people, pull you into silence, and it will feel lonely. You'll question everything. You feel misunderstood. You feel like you're losing, but you're not. You're being prepared because elevation requires focus, clarity, strength, and those things are built in isolation. So don't rush back to what He removed. Trust the process because what feels like separation is actually preparation for where you're going next. I love this one. You prayed for strength. God gave you situation to grow. You prayed for patience. He gave you delays. You prayed for success. He gave you struggle. And now you're frustrated because it doesn't look like what you asked for. But listen, growth never comes easy. Strength is built when things feel heavy. Patience is built when nothing moves. Success is built when you don't quit. So don't complain about the situation. It's the answer to your prayer. What you asked for is already here, just not in the way you expected. Stop letting people consume you. They don't call you? Go to sleep. They didn't message you? Put your phone down and enjoy your day. They left you on red? Stop staring at the screen. They didn't make an effort. Match their energy. The biggest mistake people make is handing over their happiness to someone else. Look at you, comforting others with the words you wish someone had said to you. You show up for people, you listen, you understand, even when no one did that for you. You give love in the way you need it most. And that says everything about your heart. Because pain didn't make you cold, it made you kind. But don't forget this, you deserve the same care too. The same patience, the same understanding. So don't just be there for everyone else, be there for yourself. Better to admit you walked through the wrong door than spend your life in the wrong room. Think about that. Pride keeps people stuck in the wrong relationship, the wrong friendships, the wrong career. Not because they love it, but because they've already invested so much time, so they stay, even when they know it isn't right. But wisdom is realizing a wrong decision doesn't become right just because you spent years on it. Sometimes growth looks like leaving, starting over, choosing differently. Because the bravest thing a person can do, walk away from what's wrong and make a room what's right. The clearest sign of emotional intelligence is knowing when to stop talking. Not every thought needs expression. Not every feeling needs discussion. Sometimes people don't need advice. They don't need your opinion. They just need time to think, time to heal, time to process. A lot of problems would disappear if people learn to pause before reacting. Because wisdom isn't saying everything you know, it's knowing when silence is better. Answer. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid. And maybe that fish is you, working twice as hard in a place that was never built for you, feeling behind, feeling less, feeling like everyone else just gets it and you don't. But what if you were never the problem? What if you were just in the wrong room? the wrong standard. You are a genius, so stop climbing the tree, find your water, and swim. Life will test you in ways you never expected. Even in school, you're in a class, the teacher says form groups, and suddenly everyone starts choosing, and you're the last one left. You feel awkward, unwanted, questioning yourself. But listen, that moment is not rejection. It's training, because life will do this again and again. Rooms where you're not chosen, people who overlook you, and every time you have two choices: break or build yourself. Because you're not here to be picked by everyone. You're here to become someone who doesn't need to be picked. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel inspired. You don't even need to feel confident, because confidence isn't what comes first. Action is. Most people sit around waiting for the perfect feeling, the perfect moment, the perfect mindset, and they stay exactly where they were. But successful people understand something different. They move forward despite the doubt, despite the fear, despite not knowing how it's all going to work out. Because action creates confidence. Action creates momentum. Action creates belief, not the other way around. So stop waiting to feel ready. Start moving and let the confidence catch up along the way. If you let people's perception of you dictate your behavior, you will never grow as a person, because you'll always be performing, always shrinking, always asking, what will they think? But if you leave yourself open to experience despite what others think, that's where growth begins. That's where you take risk, make mistakes, find your real self. Because the truth is, people will judge you anyways, whether you play small or step into your power. So you might as well grow. I love this quote. How can I blame the wind for the mess it made if it was me who opened the windows? That's a powerful lesson. Sometimes we blame people, we blame circumstances, we blame bad luck. But the truth is, some of the chaos in our lives came from doors we chose to open. The wrong relationship, the wrong friendship, the warning signs we decided to ignore. Growth begins when a person stops asking, who caused this? And starts asking, what did this teach me? Because maturity is realizing not every storm is your fault, but you are responsible for which window you leave open. Nobody talks about this enough. People are addicted to their phones now, and it's getting scary. Families sit together without talking. Friends hang out while staring at their screen. People wake up and check notification before checking on themselves. And slowly the phones become closer than real human connection. We scroll when we're bored, scroll when we're sad, scroll when we don't want to think. And the worst part, most people don't even realize how disconnected they've become from real world. Every fight with your partner is not about winning, it's about understanding. Because the moment you try to win, someone has to lose. And in a relationship, if one loses, both lose. It's not you versus them, it's both of you versus the problem. So instead of proving a point, try to understand the pain, the emotion, the reason behind the reaction. If you kill a cockroach, you're a hero. If you kill a butterfly, you're evil. Same action, different judgment. Why? Because of appearance. What looks ugly, we destroy it. What looks beautiful, we protect it. And that's the problem. We don't judge right and wrong by truth. We judge by comfort, by emotions, by what feels acceptable to us. And that's dangerous. Because the moment you believe your perspective is the only reality, you stop seeing clearly and start justifying your bias. Did you know to fall asleep, you first have to pretend to sleep? And that's how everything works. You act like the person before you become the person. You show up disciplined before it feels natural. You move through confidence before you fully believe it. You build habits before you see the results. Because the reality follows your actions, not your feelings. So stop waiting to feel ready. Start behaving like the person you want to become, and watch your life start to catch up. One of the best quotes I've ever heard: be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Simple, but powerful. Because the moment you try to be like someone else, you lose what makes you unique. Your voice, your energy, your identity.
The truth is, people don't connect with perfection. They connect real. So stop comparing, stop copying, because no one can do you better than you. And that's the power. And I survived all the snakes, but the butterflies killed me. Strange, right? You expect betrayal from enemies. You prepare for it. You guard yourself. But the ones who come soft, the ones who feel safe, they are the ones that break you the most. Because you didn't see it's coming, because you trust it. And that's the part it hurts the deepest. Don't regret your kindness. Just learn where to place it, because not everything looks gentle is harmless. This isn't loud, but it's powerful. No matter what the situation is, walk right through it. Don't run, don't hide, don't avoid it, just face it. Because avoiding problem doesn't remove them, it delays them. And the longer you wait, the heavier it feels. Growth doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens when you walk through what scares you, step by step, even when you're unsure, even when you're afraid. Because on the other side, it's strength you didn't know you had. There's a lesson in everything. Nothing happens for no reason, even pain, even the mistakes, even the things you wish never happened. It's all teaching you something about people, about yourself, about what to expect and what to walk away from. Because life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you, to shape you, to grow you, to wake you up. So don't just ask, why did this happen to me? Just ask, what is this trying to teach me? Because every experience is preparing you for the next level. Don't leave anything later, because later the coffee gets cold, later the mind changes, later the feelings fade, later the moment passes. We think we have time, but time doesn't wait. What you feel today might not feel the same tomorrow. What you want to say might never be said. So do it now. Say it now. Start now. Because later is where most chances quietly disappears. Girl, you are so deserving of real love, of genuine respect, of peace, not confusion. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to beg for it. What's meant for you will meet you without struggle. Stop settling for half effort, half love, half attention. You deserve full energy, full honesty, full presence. So raise your standards, because the moment you realize what you truly deserve, you stop accepting anything less. She cried in private, she healed in private, she figured things out on her own. And one day she came back different, stronger, wiser, untouchable. Not because life gets easier, but because she did. And that kind of strength, you can't fake it. Don't get upset when people talk about you. Let them. Because people don't talk about what's average. They talk about what stands out. And if they're discussing you, it's because your presence is hard to ignore. You're not like everyone. You're a powerful woman, and your power makes them uncomfortable. So they judge, they gossip, they create stories. But listen, their words don't define you. Your actions do. So stay focused, stay grounded, because when they talk about you, it means you're already doing something right. There's one of my favorite quotes. If a flower doesn't bloom, do you blame the flower or the environment? Think about it. Sometimes it's not you, it's where you are, the people around you, the energy you're in, the space you're growing in. You can be good and still not grow in the wrong place. So stop questioning your worth. Maybe you don't need to change. Maybe you just need a better environment to bloom. A lot of people don't value themselves, and it shows in what they tolerate, in what they accept, in what they stay silent about. They settle for less just not to feel alone. They lower their standards just to feel chosen. But here's the truth. The way you treat yourself teaches people how to treat you. If you don't respect yourself, why should anyone else? So stop giving discounted access to people who don't value you. Because the moment you know your worth, everything around you changes. You say you love rain, but you open your umbrella. You say you love the sun, but you find a shadow spot. You say you love the wind, but you close your windows. And that's the problem. You say you want growth, but you avoid discomfort. You say you want success, but you fear pressure. You say you want love, but you guard your heart. You want the result without experience. But life doesn't work like that. Good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions. That's the irony of life. Nobody becomes strong without pain. The people you admire today failed, trusted the wrong people, made emotional decisions, lost opportunities. But instead of staying broken, they learned. That's what experience is, pain with wisdom attached to it. So stop hating every bad decision you made. Some of them were the reason you finally grew. The saddest thing about betrayal is that it never comes from enemies. Because enemies don't get close enough. They don't earn your trust. They don't hear your plans. They don't know your weakness. Betrayal comes from the ones you trusted. The ones you opened up to. The ones you never thought would turn on you. And that's what hurts the most. Not what they did, but who they were to you. It reveals people. It shows you who they really are. So you can finally become who you need to be. People's true colors comes out. Not when everything is easy, not when you're giving, not when you're saying yes. But the moment you set boundary, the moment you say no, the moment you choose yourself, that's when they change. Their attitude shifts, the respect disappears, the real version of you shows up, and that's your answer. Because real people don't love you only because you're useful. They respect you, even when you stop giving. So don't be afraid to disappoint people. Be afraid of losing yourself while trying to keep them happy. The door you're afraid to walk through is usually the one built for you. And that's the truth most people avoid. Because fear doesn't show up for things that don't matter. Fear shows up when something has the power to change your life. That uncomfortable feeling, that hesitation, that voice telling you to stay safe, that's exactly where growth is. Most people turn back. They overthink, they wait for the perfect time, and they stay in the same place. But the ones who walk through anyway, even scared, even unsure, those are the ones who change everything. So don't run from fear. Pay attention to it. Because sometimes fear isn't there to stop you. It's there to show you exactly where you're meant to go. If we don't tell people how we feel, how will they know? Now read that backwards. How will they know how we feel if we don't tell people? And that's where it hurts. Because sometimes you stay quiet not because you don't feel, but because you feel too much. You don't want to be burdened. You don't want to push away. You don't want to seem too much. So you hold on to it and hope they notice. But silence is heavy. And unspoken feelings don't disappear. They just stay inside, waiting. And the sad part is the people who's protecting from truth might be the same people who needed to hear it most. So say it gently, because your feelings were never something to hide. Someone once said you could be fighting for your whole life, and some people will only notice how you're not showing up for them. Let that sink in. Because not everyone sees your battles. Not everyone understands your silence. They don't see the nights you're breaking. They don't see what you're carrying. They just see what they're not getting from you. And that's the truth. Some people don't care how you feel. They care how you serve them. So if you're tired, if you're overwhelmed, if you're trying to hold yourself together, give yourself permission to step back. Because the right people won't question your absence. They'll understand your struggle. It's crazy how some people need to prove to believe a lie, but demand endless proof to accept the truth. Because lies are easy. They feed ego. They confirm what people already want to believe. But the truth challenges you. It makes you uncomfortable. It forces you to think. So instead of accepting it, people question it, doubt it, reject it. Not because it's wrong, but because it's inconvenient. And that's the reality. People don't always choose what's true. They choose what feels good to believe. One day a blind person said, "I'll see you one day." Everyone laughed, except the deaf person. And that's how life is. People laugh at what they don't understand. They judge what they never felt. They dismiss what they don't fit in their reality. But just because they can't see your vision doesn't mean it's not real. Just because they don't believe it doesn't mean it won't happen. The truth is, not everyone is meant to understand your path. Some people will doubt you. Some people will laugh. Some will question everything you're becoming. Let them. Because the one who don't see it today will be the same ones who's watching you tomorrow. So don't shrink your vision to fit their limits. Keep going, even when nobody understands. I'm in my quiet era. Whatever happens, happens. No more explaining, no more reacting to everything. Because not everything deserves a response. Something deserves silence. Unanswered messages, one-sided effort, people who disappeared without explanation. let them. Because peace comes when you stop chasing clarity from people who gave you confusion. Not everything is meant to stay. Some people are lessons, not forever. And the moment you accept, you stop trying to fix what you didn't break. You stop forcing what doesn't fit. Don't tell me what they said about me. Tell me why they felt so comfortable saying it to you. That's the real question. Because disrespect doesn't start with them. It's allowed by the space around you. People only say certain things when they feel doing it. So look deeper. Who are you around? What do you tolerate? Because loyalty isn't about what you say. It's about what you don't allow. And sometimes the real issue isn't the person talking. It's the person listening. They say hell is empty. All the devils are here. But they don't look like devils. They look like people you trusted, people you loved, people you thought would never hurt you. That's the truth. No one prepares you for it. Pain doesn't always come from strangers. It comes from the one who knew you the best. And that's why mindset matters. Because once you see it, you stop expecting loyalty from people who only know how to take. And self-awareness teaches you this. Not everyone around you is meant to stay. Some people are lessons, not lifetime. I didn't understand this before. Now I do. 99% of life is about facing problems and challenges. You can't avoid them. You can't escape them. Face them. So stop asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what is this trying to teach me? Because the goal isn't problem-free life. It's becoming someone who can handle everything. One of the biggest mistakes some women make is building their whole life around getting married, having kids. Not because marriage is wrong or family isn't beautiful, but because they forget themselves in the process. They stop building their identity, their independence, their purpose. And when life shifts, they don't know who they were anymore. A relationship should add to your life, not become your whole life. Build yourself first, your confidence, your skills, your freedom. Because the strongest woman is not the one who depends. She is the one who chooses. If you really want to change your life, ask yourself this question. Am I actually disciplined or just motivated when I feel like it? Because motivation comes and goes, but discipline shows up anyway. Are you doing the work when no one is watching? Are you keeping promises you made to yourself? Or are you waiting for the right time, the right mood, the perfect moment? That never comes. Your life doesn't change when you feel ready. It changes when you decide to stop making excuses. So ask yourself honestly, do you want to change or do you just like the idea of it? If people don't like you, that's okay. You're not here to be accepted by everyone. You're here to be true to yourself. Because the moment you try to be liked, you start losing who you really are. You start shrinking, you start adjusting, you start becoming someone you're not, just to fit in. But here's the truth. The right people won't need you to change. They won't need you to prove yourself. They'll respect you for being exactly who you are. So don't chase approval. Let people misunderstand you. Let people judge you. Because your being real will always cost you fake people. Missing a train is painful if you run after it. Read that again. It's not the loss that hurts you. It's the attachments, the what if, the replay in your head. Because when something leaves, it was never yours to keep. But when you chase it, you drain your energy on something already gone. And you miss what's still coming. Life always gives you another train, another chance, another door. But only if you stop running backwards. Let it go, because what's meant for you won't require you to chase it. You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. Not every opinion deserves your energy. Not every comment needs your reaction. Not every person is worth your attention. Some people are distraction, not direction. And the moment you keep stopping to prove yourself, you delay your own progress. Focus is power. Silence is strength. Because the people who talk the most are usually the ones going nowhere. She no longer has the energy to explain to people what they did wrong. Not because she's weak, but because she's tired of repeating herself to people who never listen. She chooses to over-explain, overgive, overstay. But self-awareness changed that. Now her mindset is different. She understands not everyone deserves an explanation. Some people understand the first time, others choose not to. So she lets them to be. Be blessed, have a great day, just far away from her. You say you love rain, but you open your umbrella. You say you love the sun, but you find a shadow spot. You say you love the wind, but you close your windows. And that's the problem. You say you want growth, but you avoid discomfort. You say you want success, but you fear pressure. You say you want love, but you guard your heart. You want the result without experience. But life doesn't work like that. Everything you want comes with something you don't. So the real question is, do you really want it, or do you just like the idea of it? We are like books. Most people only see the cover. Some read the introduction, but very few truly knows our content. People judge you from what's easy to see, your looks, your success, your mistakes. But they don't see what it took to become you. The nights you struggled, the battle you fought in silence, the growth no one applauded. And honestly, not everyone deserves to understand you. So stop trying to explain your whole story to people who only came to glance at the cover. I heard this, and I thought this explains everything. When you give importance to people, they think that you are always free. But they don't understand that you make yourself available for them every time. You're choosing them, you're making time, you're adjusting your life, you're showing up, and slowly your kindness becomes unexpected. Your presence becomes taken for granted. So listen, not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. Respect your own time, protect your energy, because the moment you stop, people will realize you were never free, you were just valuable. Stop asking God for blessings while ignoring His lessons. You want the next level, but you keep repeating the same behavior. You pray for growth, but avoid discomfort. You ask for success, but resist discipline. Listen, the lesson is the blessing. Every delay is teaching you patience. Every rejection is building you strength. But most people skip the lesson and wonder why nothing changes. You don't get rewarded for what you ask. You get rewarded for what you become. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Because once you learn the lesson, the blessing has no choice but to follow. How would you feel if someone called you failure? Be honest. Would it hurt? Or would you expose something you already believe? Because words only hit deep when they touch something real. If you know who you are, what you're building, what you survived, no one's opinion can shake you. Butterflies rest when it rains because they can damage their wings. And a woman should remember that. Even something meant to fly knows when to pause. But women feel guilty for resting. Always giving, always showing up, always holding everything together until they're exhausted. But listen, rest is not weakness, it's protection. It's self-respect, because not every season is meant for pushing. Some seasons are meant for healing. So if you're tired, if you feel overwhelmed, slow down. You're not failing, you're protecting your wings so you can rise stronger than before. Are you on a mission trying to figure out who you are? Ask yourself these questions. What do you do when no one is watching? What do you tolerate that you know you shouldn't? What are you avoiding that could change your life? Are you living your truth or living to be accepted? Are your habits taking you forward or keeping you stuck? Because finding yourself isn't about thinking more, it's about being honest. And the moment you answer these questions, you'll stop being confused and start becoming who you are meant to be. Real love is not a candlelight dinner or long walks on the beach. That's the highlight. That's what people see. But real love is how someone treats you on your worst days. It's respect when you disagree. It's patience when things get hard. It's choosing you even when it's not easy. Because love is not proven in the perfect moments. It's proven when everything feels heavy. And they still stay. That's real love. The happiest women that I know all do this one thing. They don't wait for the big moments to feel alive. They fall in love with small things, the morning coffee, the quiet time, their walks, their music, the way the sun hits their face, the feeling of the clean space, a peaceful night. They don't need everything to be perfect to feel grateful. We think sometimes the poverty is only being hungry and homeless, but the real poverty is feeling unwanted, unloved, unseen, even when you're surrounded by people. Because you can have money and still feel empty. You can have house and still feel like you don't belong. You can have everything on the outside and nothing on the inside. That kind of poverty doesn't show, but it hurts deeper. The biggest war you will ever fight is the one inside your own mind, not with people, not with the world, with your thoughts, the doubt, the fear, the overthinking, the voice that tells you you're not enough, you're too late. Nobody sees the war it took to become this version of me. They see the strength, but not the breakdowns. They see the confidence, but not the doubt. They see the results, but not the nights I wanted to quit. Because the hardest battles don't make noise. They happen in silence, in your mind. So before you judge someone, understand this. You're only seeing what they survived, not what they went through to get there. You call it attitude. I call it survival after war. You see the distant, I see the boundaries. You see the cold, I see the control. Because not everyone who changed became worse. Some people just learned the hard way. They stopped overgiving, stopped explaining, stopped trusting too easily, and now they move different. Not because they want to hurt you, but because they know what it feels like to be hurt. I didn't expect this to hit me, but it did. Life is better when nobody knows where you are. Yeah. Not everything needs an audience. Not every move needs to be announced. God will isolate you before He elevates you. Yeah. He will remove distractions, distance you from people, pull you into silence, and it will feel lonely. You'll question everything. You'll feel misunderstood. You'll feel like you're losing, but you're not. You're being prepared because elevation requires focus, clarity, strength, and those things are built in isolation. So don't rush back to what He removed. Trust the process because what feels like separation is actually preparation for where you're going next. Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Because once you learn the lesson, the blessing has no choice but to follow.
Do you know who the most dangerous people are? The ones who stay calm when they're disrespected. Most people explode when you push them. They'll yell, they'll rant, they lose control. That's weakness. Real power is silence. It's the smirk when someone insults you. It's the patience to play the long game while they burn themselves out. Calm doesn't mean soft. Calm means calculated. It means they don't waste energy proving a point. They're planning a move that ends the conversation forever. That's why calm people scare the loud ones, because you can read them, you can predict them, and you can break someone who doesn't flinch. Remember this, anger is loud, power is quiet. So if you see someone stay calm when disrespected, don't mistake for weakness. That's not surrender, that's strategy. And strategy always wins.
Don't mistake growth for attitude. Some people just survived what you never saw.
Listen to me very closely. There are two big mistakes in life. The first one, worrying about what other people think of you. The second one, believing they're always thinking about you. Think about it. Most people aren't sitting around analyzing your life. They're worried about their own problems, their own bills, their own relationship, their own insecurities. Yet, so many people never start the business, never post a video, never chase the dream because they're afraid being judged. But judged by who? People who are busy thinking about themselves. The day a person realizes that is the day they become free. So stop waiting for permission, stop worrying about opinions, and go do the thing you've been talking about yourself out of, because your future isn't waiting for everyone's approval. Sometimes the two people who truly meant for each other will face the hardest battles. Have you noticed that? Not because they're wrong for each other, but because life will test everything that's real. Love like that doesn't come easy. It's built through pain, distance, misunderstanding, growth. There will be moments when they want to give up, but real love isn't finding someone perfect. It's finding someone you still choose after seeing their imperfection. And that's the kind of love that lasts. People will use you throughout your life. That's not being negative. That's reality. Some people will use your kindness. Some will use your time. Some will use your knowledge. Some will use your loyalty. And when they get what they wanted, they disappear. The lesson isn't to become cold. The lesson is to become wise. Keep a good heart, but stop giving people unlimited access to it. Because not everyone who needs you values you, and not everyone who smiles at you supports you. The goal isn't to stop helping people. It's to learn the difference between being kind and being used. Life is funny. You come into this world with nothing. Then you spend your whole life fighting for everything. Money, success, status, possessions. You stress over it. You sacrifice for it. You lose sleep over it. And in the end, you leave exactly the way you arrived, with nothing. That's why the most valuable things were never things at all. So work hard. Build your dreams, but don't forget to live. Because life isn't about what you take with you, it's about what you leave behind. Take a deep breath and restart again. Life is not over because one chapter went wrong. People fail, people break, people lose everything and still rebuild. That's the beauty of life. You're allowed to begin again without shame, without explaining yourself. Some days, survival is the achievement. So breathe, calm your mind, reset your focus, and remember, starting over does not make you weak. I love women who are obsessed with their own lives, not other people's. Women who focus on their goals, their growth, their health, their dreams, not gossip, not drama, not what everyone else is doing. Because a woman who's building herself doesn't have time to tear down others. She's too busy creating her own future. That's attractive. Most people don't have original opinions. They simply repeat what they heard from someone louder, someone richer, someone more popular. Think about it. How many beliefs are actually your own? How many opinions have you questioned? Because the crowd isn't always right. And popularity isn't proof of truth. History is full of people who were mocked at first and proven right later. That's why critical thinking is superpower. Don't believe something just because everyone else does. Ask questions. Think for yourself, because a borrowed opinion can control your life, but an examined belief can set you free. Pay attention to this. How to spot fake friends? Well, you don't spot fake friends by what they say. You spot them by what they do. Watch this. They disappear when you need them, but show up when you're winning. They smile with you, but compete with you. They ask questions, but not to understand you, to measure you. And the biggest sign, they can't celebrate you without comparing themselves. Listen, real friends add peace, fake ones add pressure. So stop listening to words and start watching patterns, because behavior never lies. I recently came across the empty boat theory, and I never looked at people the same way again. Imagine you're sitting in a boat. Suddenly, boat crashes into you. You get angry, you start shouting, you blame the person for ruining your peace. But then you look closer. The boat is empty. Nobody's inside. Instantly, your anger disappears. Why do you think so? Because there's nobody to blame. The lesson is powerful. Many people who hurt others are carrying their own pain, their anger, their negativity, their behavior often has more to do with them than it does with you. Not everything is personal. Sometimes the greatest peace comes from realizing the boat was empty all along. Some people exist in the background of every story. Liked, not lovable. Needed, but not wanted. Present, but never included. Always there for others while secretly feeling invisible. And the painful part, they smile through it. They support everyone, listen to everyone, show up for everyone. Yet nobody notices who's checking on them, because some people become so strong, the world forgets they need love too. So if you have someone quietly carrying pain behind a smile, appreciate them, because the people who ask for the least often deserves the most. This generation is so strange. Beauty is judged by color, education is judged by marks, respect is judged by money, and somehow truth gets ignored. While lies get celebrated, kindness is treated like weakness, loyalty is rare, attention is mistaken for love. People people talk about humanity but struggle to show it in real life. Everybody wants support until it's time to support someone else. And the saddest part is social media taught people how to look connected without actually caring. But don't let this world change your heart. Stay real, stay kind, stay human. Because in a fake world, that becomes your power. All birds find shelter during rain, but an eagle flies above the clouds. Problems are common, but attitude makes difference. Everyone faces challenges, but what separates you is how you respond. Some people hide, some complain, some wait for it to pass. And then there's those who rise above it, who refuse to stay small just because life gets heavy. Because your situation doesn't define you, your mindset does. So next time life storms, don't look for shelter, rise higher. As a woman, you should be more afraid of being unsuccessful than being unmarried, because no one talks about this. Marriage is not security, money is. Independence is, self-respect is. The wrong partner can break you, but the right mindset will build you. So don't rush into a fit timeline. Build your life first, your standards, your identity, your power, because when you become strong, you don't chase love, you choose it. Never ask a liar why they lied, because to explain the first lie, they usually have to tell another one. Think about it. The truth doesn't need a good memory, but lies do. That's why dishonest people often change their stories, add details, remove details, blame others, anything to protect the lie they already told. And eventually the truth comes out, because lies have expiration date. So don't waste your energy arguing with people who are committed to deception. Just watch. Time has a way of exposing words tried to hide. Tough times are blessings in disguise, not because suffering is fun, but because struggle reveals truth. When life is good, everyone is around you, everyone supports you, everyone's believing you. But when life gets hard, that's when the mask comes off. Some people disappear, some people gossip, some people watch you fall. And very few stay beside you when they gain nothing from it. That's why tough times are not just testing you, they are revealing the people around you. So don't curse every storm. Some storms come to remove fake people, so the real ones become easier to see. I love this one. Sometimes it's your friend that keeps your enemy updated. Not everyone around you is for you. Some people listen just to report back. They ask questions, not because they care, but because they're curious about your next move. And the scary part is they smile in your face while sharing your life behind your back. That's why not everything should be shared. The biggest war you'll ever fight is the one inside your own mind, not with people, not with the world, with your thoughts, the doubt, the fear, the overthinking. The voice that tells you you're not enough, you're too late, you can't do it, and no one sees that battle. But it's there every single day, and the truth is, you don't win it by being perfect. You win it by not giving up on yourself, by choosing to keep going even when your mind is trying to stop you. I know one thing for sure, the problem isn't the people, it's the audacity you keep tolerating. They disrespect you, then act normal. They cross the line, then expect access. They hurt you, then expect loyalty. And you stay hoping they'll change. They won't, because people don't repeat what you don't allow. Let that hit you. Every time you ignore it, you're teaching them how to treat you. So stop explaining. Stop giving chances to the same behavior, because the moment you respect yourself, their audacity loses power. Never wrestle a pig in the mud. You both get dirty, but the pig will enjoy it. That's one of the biggest lessons in life. Not every argument deserves your response. Not every person deserves your energy, because some people feed off drama. They want reaction, chaos, attention. And the moment you lower yourself to their level, you lose peace. Wise people understand something. Protecting your energy is more important than winning every battle. Sometimes the strongest move is walking away. Can I ask you something? How do you want to be remembered? As someone who played safe, or someone who took the risk? As someone who talked about dreams, or someone who chased them? Because one day your job title will matter, Your bank account won't matter. Even your mistakes won't matter. What will matter is how you made people feel, the lives you touched, the courage you showed, the example you set. So don't just ask yourself what you want from life. Ask yourself what kind of legacy you want to leave behind, because someday the only thing left of us will be the stories people tell. Always remember this: the people who are meant for you won't require you to beg for their time, beg for their attention, or beg for their love. Real relationships don't leave you confused. They don't leave you constantly questioning where you stand, because when someone values you, you feel it in their effort, in their consistency, in the way they show up. So stop chasing people who make you feel optional. The greatest addiction isn't drugs, it's the illusion of being understood. That's why so many people stay in a toxic friendship, toxic relationship, even toxic environment. Not because they're happy there, but because someone there understands their pain. Humans want connection. We want someone to say, I get you, I understand you, you're not alone. And sometimes we become addicted to that feeling so badly that we ignore disrespect, red flags, and betrayal just to feel emotionally seen. But being understood doesn't always mean being valued. Some people understand you perfectly. An enemy will agree with you. A real friend will argue with you. Let that sink in. Not everyone who agrees with you is for you. Some people stay quiet just to stay comfortable. But a real friend, they'll question you. They'll correct you. They'll tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, because they care about your growth, not just your feelings. So don't confuse easy agreement with real loyalty. I read something that said, when toxic people realize they can't control you, their next move is to control how other people see you. Think about it. The moment you stop obeying, the story changes. Suddenly, you're selfish, you're difficult, you're the problem, not because you changed, but because they lost access to control you. And some people will believe it. That's okay, because people who truly know you don't need an explanation. And people determined to misunderstand you won't accept one anyway. So stop wasting energy defending your name to every person. Lies may travel fast, but truth doesn't need to run. Death asked life, why does everyone love you but hate me? Life replied, because I am the beautiful lie and you are the painful truth. People don't run from endings. They run from reality. They chase comfort. They avoid truth. But here's the truth no one says. It's not death people fear. It's living a life they're not proud of. It's wasted time, broken dreams, unspoken words. So don't wait for a wake-up call. Live in a way that when truth shows up, you don't feel regret. When they can't destroy your character, they'll try to destroy your reputation, because character is who you really are. Reputation is simply what other people think you are. And toxic people know something. It's easier to spread rumors than it is to face the truth. So they'll twist stories, play the victim, leave out details, and hope people judge you without hearing your side. But here's the lesson. A damaged reputation can rebuild. A damaged character cannot. So don't spend your life chasing rumor. Don't explain yourself to everyone. Protect your character. Stay honest. Stay consistent. Because in the end, people may question your reputation, but your character will always tell the story. One idiot can create lots of idiots. Just look around. One person starts a rumor and 10 people repeat it without checking if it's true. One person spreads fear and crowd follows. One person complains and suddenly everyone is negative. That's why wisdom is rare, because thinking for yourself takes effort. Following the crowd doesn't. Don't be impressed by how many people agree. Sometimes thousands of people can be wrong and one person can be right. The strongest mind in the room isn't the loudest. It's the one that thinks before it follows. Listen to me. To be happy, remove toxic people from life. You don't need more people. You need fewer problems. And most problems come from people you keep. Let's be honest. It's not always life that's heavy. It's the conversation, the drama, the constant negativity. Some people don't support you. They study you. They judge you. They drain you quietly. And you call that loyalty. No. Peace doesn't come from fixing people. It comes from walking away, not loudly, not emotionally, just choosing yourself. Because the moment you stop entertaining what hurts you, your life gets lighter. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both are your enemy. One openly, the other one secretly. Because betrayal rarely comes from strangers. It comes from people who had access to you, people who knew your story, people you trusted. The enemy in front of you is easy to recognize. The danger one is the one standing beside you while quietly standing against you. That's why wisdom isn't trusting everyone. It's learning who stays loyal when loyalty has a cost. How often do you hear someone say, I want to see you win? Not I want to win with you, not I want something from you, just I want to see you succeed. It's rare, right? Because a lot of people support you until you start doing better than them. They clap for you as long as you're not too far ahead. But the people who genuinely want to see you win, those people are different. They celebrate your success without comparing it to their own. They cheer for your growth without feeling threatened. So if you have someone like that, appreciate them. Because a person who truly wants to see you win, it's the one of the rarest gift in life. I like this one. People call others' pain a punishment of their karma, but see their own suffering as a divine test. Funny how that works. We're quick to judge when someone else struggles. But when it's our turn, we want understanding. We want compassion. The truth is, everyone is carrying something you know nothing about. So judge less, understand more. Because pain doesn't make exception. It visits everyone eventually. Don't blame everyone who enters your life. Some people bring you joy, some people bring you pain, but both leave you with something valuable. The good ones give you happiness. The wrong one gives you experience. The worst ones teach you lessons you'll never forget. And the best one leaves you memory that stay in your heart forever. It's so crazy how some people need to prove to believe a lie, but demand endless proof to accept the truth. Because lies are easy. They feed ego, they confirm what people already want to believe. But the truth challenges you. It makes you uncomfortable. It forces you to think. So instead of accepting it, people question it, doubt it, reject it. People don't always choose what's true. They choose what feels good to believe. There's a Japanese legend that says, if you miss the bus, maybe you avoided an accident. If you get rejected, maybe you were saved from the wrong place. If you're laughed, maybe they made room for who's coming. The universe protects you in ways that look like bad luck first. Trust detour. The moment you rely on someone else for your happiness, you're giving them the power they never meant to have. Because now your mood depends on their action, their text, their attention, their approval. And that's a dangerous place to be. People change, people leave, people disappoint. That's life. But when your happiness comes from within, nobody can take that away from you. So enjoy people, love people, appreciate people, but never make someone the source of your peace.
Calm people don't explode for no reason. They endure, they tolerate, they give chances again and again until one day they're done. And suddenly, the same people who pushed them there start calling them the problem.
Have you heard about the sunflower theory? Young sunflowers spend their days following the sun, always searching for the light. But when the sky turns dark, they turn toward each other. Even nature understands the importance of connection because no one is meant to go through every storm alone. Sometimes when life gets heavy, you don't need all the answers. You just need the right people around you, the ones who remind you where the light is until you can see it again. One of the best quotes I've ever heard. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Simple, but powerful. Because the moment you try to be like someone else, you lose what makes you unique, your voice, your energy, your identity. And the truth is, people don't connect with perfection. They connect with real. So stop comparing, stop copying, because no one can do you better than you. And that's your power. Airports see more sincere kisses than wedding halls, and hospital walls have heard more prayers than temples. Because pain reveals truth. At airports, people realize how much they love someone when they have to let them go. And in hospitals, people stop pretending. Ego disappears, money becomes meaningless, status means nothing. All that matters is one more chance, one more breath, one more day. That's why life is strange. People wait until loss, distance, or fear to become real. But maybe the lesson is this: don't wait for painful moments to appreciate people. Love deeply now. Speak kindly now. Be grateful now, because life can change faster than people think. Behind every strong woman, there's a war. She had to survive alone. No audience, no applause, no one checking if she was okay, just pain, pressure, and silence. She cried in private. She healed in private. She figured things out on her own. And one day she showed up different, stronger, wiser, unshakable. Not because life got easier, but because she learned how to carry it. So when you see her strength, remember, you're looking at someone who didn't break when she had every reason to. This is the most important lesson I learned in my life. Don't react to everything, because reaction can destroy what patience could have saved you. One angry message, one emotional decision, one moment of losing control can create problems. Most people react because they're hurt, but wise people pause, they think, they observe, they choose their response, because not every comment deserves an answer. Not every insult deserves your energy, and not every battle deserves your attention. Sometimes the most powerful move is no reaction at all. Because when you control your emotions, you stop letting other people control you. Let me be honest with you. Discernment is knowing not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your access. And definitely not everyone deserves your energy. Because some people don't come to support you. They come to study you, to see how you move, what you have, what they can take. And if you're not careful, you call that friendship. No. Discernment is quiet. It watches, it listens, it notices patterns, and it moves differently. Because once you see clearly, you stop explaining and start protecting.